The dawn of a new era for Super League, live on terrestrial television for the very first time. We're live at Headingley Stadium for the Leeds Rhinos against the Warrington Wolves. There's Darryl Powell, formerly of Castleford, formerly of Leeds, of course, but the man that Warrington believe can take them to grand final glory. Huge crowd as ever here at Headingley. 8 times winners, the Rhinos. Both of these two expected to be in the mix for an appearance in the grand final at Old Trafford. You can sense the atmosphere here ahead of kick-off. A man who knows what it's like to win the grand final at Old Trafford. He's done it 4 times with St Helens. Kyle Amor is alongside me. Kyle, spine-tingling stuff.
Absolutely, Mark. Well, what a privilege it is to be here on the historical day for Rugby League, back on TV, on terrestrial TV, on Channel 4. Leeds against Warrington, you already mentioned it. Leeds, they don't need any sort of introduction, do they? 8-time Super League Grand Final winners. And of course, for the Warrington Wolves, will they look to emulate the success of Leeds Rhinos and end the 67-year drought that's lay ahead of them?
Stephen Ratchford leads out Warrington in their change strip here onto the playing surface at Headingley. There's Ollie Holmes, made the trip from Castleford. There's Ben Curry, England international, back row. Look out for him. A big game for him if Warrington are going to get any kind of result here this afternoon. They've got the big names, Warrington, but can they produce it and get to another grand final? 4 times they've been, 4 times they've been beaten. The fireworks go off around us as the Leeds Rhinos in their blue and amber strip come out, hoping to make it Fortress Headingley. As they come out onto the field here, we're almost set for the action. A new era begins in Super League, live from Headingley. The Leeds Rhinos against the Warrington Wolves is live on Channel 4 next. We're live here at Headingley. The players about to pay 13 seconds of respect. There's no room for discrimination or racism in any walk of life, and certainly not in our sport of rugby league. Leeds standing in unison as here come the official. Big day for him as well. Chris Kendall, the man in the middle. He'll be hoping for a big game, and he'll be nervous as well, Kyle, ahead of the big kickoff.
Yeah, absolutely. I think everybody in the ground's nervous, wanting to see how their side's going to go in the Betfred 2022 season. There's been a whole host of change at the Warrington Wolves, out with the old and in with the new.
So here are the players then, in their respects. No room for racism or discrimination in rugby league. Gareth Widdop waiting to get things underway. 2 teams with huge ambitions when it comes to getting their hands on the big prize at Old Trafford. There's Cruz Leeming, the new captain of the Leeds Rhinos. Big day for him. Richie Myler stepping in the absence of the suspended Blake Austin. Peter Matautia on debut, former Castleford man, as is Ollie Holmes. All the pre-season training is done. Here we go then, Leeds Rhinos against the Warrington Wolves, live from Headingley Stadium. A new era for Super League, live on terrestrial television for the very first time with Channel 4. Warrington with the ball then, and an error on the second tackle of the game. And it's Mike Cooper, the experienced Mike Cooper, has come up with a big error.
Absolutely, Mark. You know, you mentioned the nerves before the game. Well, there it is for your own eyes to see. It was an almighty collision from Zane Tetivano, Matt Pryor. Expect that all game. The physicality of the Leeds Rhinos pack is something that they hang their hat on, and they dealt with Robbie Mulhern off the kickoff. And as a result, it's Mike Cooper who wants to roll forward next. He just has a little look up what's in front of him. Unfortunately, he dropped the ball.
Well, the Scrums are back in rugby league after an absence due to the COVID issues, and here come Leeds then. And already a penalty, offside from Warrington. So a disastrous start for them. Cruz Leeming is just having a chat here, has a word with Aidan Caesar. but offside from the scrum. We've seen this already a few times in Super League this week.
Yeah, of course, you know, the reintroduction of the scrums. It's been absent from the game, given the COVID pandemic, but they're back now.
And here's Tetevano, drives it in. Big chance for Leeds, sort an error count here in the opening few minutes. Leeming dances across the field, gets it away, short pass to Caesar. He offloads the ball there, a couple of metres away here. And Warrington, the defence being tested early on. Ball back to Caesar, moves it across the line, taken forward by Smith. Cameron Smith tackled a couple of metres away. Leeming is in at dummy half. They've got numbers to the left. They go short here. Chance for Martin. Dumps the ball back. Here's Walker going for the line. Tackled inches short. Try saver for Warrington.
Yeah, Stephen Ratchford there did everything he could, put his body on the line and comes up trumps.
Now across the field they go, back to the middle. Caesar is wrapped up, 10 away. This is the last tackle. Look out for the kick here, but Caesar's gone down with the ball, so they're going to go now here to Myler. Dribbles the kick, hacks it forward again. Is it going to run dead? It did run dead, so that will be a 20-metre tap restart. So Warrington will be delighted to have seen out that early Leeds pressure.
Absolutely, yeah. Plenty of pressure on themselves there through the penalties and errors, but they deal with Myler's kick. And the ricochet kicks it again and it runs dead.
A scruffy play of the ball, but Warrington working it forward. Matty Ashton, look out for him this afternoon. Pace to burn if he gets free. Set restart. So an error or an infringement by Leeds means that the tackle count is restarted. So this is an advantage for Warrington. They're up now, turning the ball back inside. Mulhern wrapped up. Warrington for the first time over the halfway line. Oh, that was a forward pass from Darryl Clark. Was that the timing of the run, or was that an error from Clark?
Yeah, no, I think it's a bit of both. I think Clark's been playing the game long enough now. No, not perhaps throw that ball. But you've got to get your timing right and help him out. Darryl Clark, a wonderful player. Former man of steel himself. And that error was just right in front of our eyes. So we've had an error, a penalty, and another error. And Darryl Powell, well, he won't be too pleased with the start from the Wolves.
I don't know what Adam Hills was moaning about earlier on. That little fella there and his hat and his scarf will look quite warm and content. Watching on his rugby league as another big collision.
And get used to seeing that man carry the ball, David Foster-Tuart.
Yeah, now he's Leeming, bouncing out of dummy half. He's inside Warrington territory. Foster-Tuart, one of the three debutants for Leeds.
A potential box office as well. Average to try every other game in his time at the New Zealand Warriors. The Headingley faithful, well, they'll be wanting to see plenty of that this season.
Known for his big hits as well in defence. As here comes Cameron Smith. Myler looking now for the ball, gets it, cuts in, good tackle there from Williams. In is Sutcliffe. Sutcliffe moves the ball to Caesar. Here's Matt Pryor. His 300th career game today for Matt Pryor. Congratulations to him. His 41st for Leeds. There's the ball now in the hands of Smith. Tetevano with a big right foot step, but that was the last tackle. Yeah. You have to say, Kyle Amo, it's been a pretty nervy start from both sides.
It has, yeah, but I think Leeds have started the brighter, obviously. You know, they've turned the ball over from here more often than not on the last tackle. Perhaps one of the halves puts a kick into challenge and contest. And mind you, that isn't a bad place to turn the ball over. 8 metres off Warrington's line. You're asking them to go 90+ metres up the other end to get anything out of the set. And for the Rhinos, they've just got to up the ante in defence and really restrict the metres now with Warrington Wolves.
Warrington on their own 20 will bring it forward. Curry again. Oh, the ball's on the ground. Warrington react, but they lose metres there. And it's just been a little bit nervy up to press. Yeah. Ratchford has it. Ratchford now looking for gaps. Looks for a man offside who, if he's in an offside position, he can't effect a tackle. So Ratchford did well there. He made the most of a poor situation.
Yeah, he did. He was the first one to react on the floor. Saves Ben Curry the blushes for coming up with perhaps another error. Maybe it wasn't needed, that. But they get away with it. This last tackle, and the Warrington Wolves, they've only made 25 metres, such are the defensive efforts of the Rhinos. And this is the trade-off. David Foster-Tuart, he catches the ball on the full, and he returns it with interest.
Well, he did well under. It's a bit of a swirling wind here at this lovely new ground, one of the best facilities, certainly in rugby league.
Go, nice and quick.
It does cause problems with the wind blowing in at the corners. And Fussitur did well under the high ball. And it's Leeds' turn now to work their way out of their own end of the field. Up to the 40 they go, but Cooper is in, Clark in. Good defence from Warrington.
Yeah, that's how you've got to deal with it. But he still manages to find a play the ball. Leaves Darrell Clark on the floor, which Krusman jumps.
Leeming gets a big hit, but still gets the ball. Pryor didn't panic, picks it up. Leeming already being destructive from that dummy half position.
Yeah, absolutely. Any kind of man left on the floor, you've got to complete your tackles and get the ball carrier on the back. If you don't, well, Leeming, sorry, he's too smart, too clever. He'll take that all day.
Little chip kick through from Caesar, who is first to Ratchford. But the tackle is made. And Warrington have it 10 away from their own line.
Go on.
Going to get out of the way. Warrington now trying to clear their own end. 7 gone. We still await the first points here at Headingley today. As Ashton runs it forward. Exciting for Channel 4 viewers to see him get a clean pair of heels, because he can move.
Oh, he can shift, yeah, absolutely. You know, he had a bit of a disrupted season last year. Managed to find his way back into the Warrington side from that injury, scoring a hat-trick. The last game of the regular rounds against Castleford.
Hold. Go, play on.
For Warrington.
Outside.
He's going to go high, and he's going to test out Walker at the back. Walker underneath it, takes it well. He's had an injury hit couple of seasons for Jack Walker, but he is very good under that high ball.
Absolutely, there's no doubt he's a talent. You know, he had a bit of a disrupted season again. Another one of those players who's had an awful run of injuries. You could be forgiven to think his career's stalled.
Well, here's Leeming again. Another 10 metres pitched downfield. Was that second effort from Warrington? Leeming certainly thought he was tackled there.
You weren't tackled.
The referee says you weren't tackled. Here now is Liam Sutcliffe. Over the halfway line, Leeds come. Can they get a better end to the set? Pryor will lead the charge up the middle. 30 away. Last tackle. Warrington at the moment looking comfortable. What have Leeds got up their sleeve? Caesar just floats the kick towards the try line. Ratchford gets off the ground. He'll turn the ball back inside, but the Leeds chase is a good one.
Yeah, the defensive efforts of the Rhinos, they just keep putting the teams in the corner, Warrington, and just going after them with the defence. It's super stuff. You know, Warrington Wolves, they've found it very, very difficult to get any land in the opening 10 minutes.
And the ball brought forward. Peter Matautia, who made the move across the Pennines with coach Darrell Powell from Castleford. His brother plays for St Helens, of course. Now Warrington looking to expand play, moving it along their back line. Here now is a chance for Josh Charnley. Charnley, 247 career tries for him. Formerly of Wigan, of course. Here now is Holmes. He's racked up. And again, Warrington can't quite get out of their own 40, so they're going to need a good kick. This time it's Williams, high in the air, caught on the full. And here they come again, Leeds, and you'd have to say at the moment, Carl, Leeds are winning the territory battle.
Absolutely. You know, just for our viewers at home, if you look at where David Fussitur plays the ball, well, that means all the effort and the energy that the middle forwards, the big middle forwards of the Rhinos, well, they're already back behind the ball now, and they can get a breather. And over the course of 80 minutes, well, that just drains and drains your petrol tank if you're on the opposite end of that. And Leeming's going to go again.
Here he is, jumping out of dummy half, and he's nipped through a gap. On his support, Walker was there, trying to get on his shoulder. But Leeming is proving to be a real thorn in the side of Warrington so far. Leeds looking for their opening points of their season. Here's Walker back on the inside. He offloads back to Leeming. He finds Pryor. Pryor misses out to Sutcliffe. Sutcliffe 10 in from touch with Cuddingfield. And on the last one, he's racked up 10 away. Pryor loops the ball here now. Caesar's going to float the kick across field to the far side. Fussitur thought he had it. Couldn't take it in. He may well have been in for his first Leeds try had he kept hold of it.
Absolutely. All 6'3" of him as well. Such a big kick target. A kicking threat he is. And Aidan Caesar, beautiful crossfield kick off that left foot. Trying to find him. Trying to open his account for the Rhinos, but can't quite take it in. But once again, the Wolves will tackle one gone, and they've made minus meters there. Such are the defensive efforts of the Rhinos. I really love what they're doing at the moment.
And they're putting the squeeze on here on Warrington. Darrell Powell will be hoping that his forward pack can dig his side out of a bit of a hole at the moment. Clark gets the ball away. It's turned back, but already deep into the tackle count here. They're not even over their own 20.
No, you just get the feeling that they need a penalty, they need an offload, something to...
Well, they're going to go wide to Curry. This could be the chance. Right, great ball on the outside, and here is the break for Warrington. Aston down the sideline, ball inside, and in the blink of an eye, Warrington have got 80 metres to score. Gareth Widdop with a try. Brilliant play from Warrington down their left-hand side, and they cut through Leeds. Advantage Warrington, they lead by 4 points to 0.
Yeah, beautiful ball play. Struck from deep within their own half. And it's Mike Cooper, the intelligence just to see that, to give it to Widdop, to pass it on to Ben Curry. But it's here what Connor Wrench does. Lovely ball to Ashton. Well, at this point, everybody can be forgiven. They think he was going to finish on his own. But Gareth Widdop, like all good half-backs do, they stay alive, they stay supporting the ball. And he scores the opening try of the afternoon. 4-0, kick to come.
And that is Super League in a nutshell. 1 second you're under the pump, the next you stood under the posts. Great try, Widdop with a finish, the England international. And we mentioned the pace on the edges for Warrington, and we've just seen it to full use there. And Stefan Ratchford's got a very tough kick from the sideline, but Gareth Widdop, well, he's the kind of player that Warrington brought in to get them to grand final glory. Big career in the NRL, of course. And as all good halfbacks should, supporting on the inside. Ratchford then to add the extras from out wide and turn a 4-point advantage into 6. Testimonial year for Stefan Ratchford this year, so a big year for him. On the touchline, can he get his first goal? No, he can't, just pulls it to the side. But I think Darryl Powell will be pretty happy, Kyle, that his side under big pressure, and then they come up with this.
Yeah, well, they weathered the storm from the Rhinos. They were defending so tight, trying to restrict the metres. But I just love that there from Connor Wrench. You know, it's only his 7th appearance for the Wolves, and he showed great maturity there. A beautiful offload out to his winger. Supplies the pass back inside to Gareth Widdop, and that'll do the Wolves a boost of confidence. It really will. They've weathered the storm, and it's advantage them at the moment.
Not being made about the absence of the former Warrington Wolvesman Blake Austin for Leeds. Harry Newman is injured, but Warrington have got a few key players as well. Their captain Jack Hughes is out, Toby King the centre, and of course new signing Billy Magoulias not in either. So both sides have got a couple missing here, but already viewers old and new to Super League on Channel 4 will be revelling at the skill, at the brute force of it at times, as Clark is involved in a battle of the 2 number 9s, and Leeming dumps him on the ground.
Absolutely, yeah. And Warrington Wolves, they've also got a secret weapon as another 9 on the bench.
Here's Williams taking on the line, and this time it's the 2 number 7s who come together.
I mentioned now the 9 on the bench, Brad Dwyer. Look out for him when he comes on. So electric, energetic out of 9, really can turn a game.
High kick there from Warrington, but no real pressure on Jack Walker at the back, and that was a little bit too easy, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think they're just happy to get down this end of the field, Mark, to be honest. Oh, but you've got to do a better effort than that on him. Good footwork from the big fella.
Fussy Tour, you imagine, will be a fan's favourite here at Headingley. Some great wingers throughout the Super League era, and of course before that, but Fussy Tour could be about to add his name to that list, as Ash Hanley, who scores plenty of tries for Leeds, is racked up over the halfway line. Leeming gets it away, short pass taken in by Reece Martin. Martin tackle 35 away.
Go last. Good man.
Here's Caesar, floats the kick high. Ratchford has got to wait for this. The pressure coming, and Ratchford juggled with it. And I think Myler there has picked up an injury here.
Yeah.
He got caught, didn't he? It was a fair competition for the ball, and he's down, and I think he's in a bit of trouble here, Richie Myler.
Yeah, I think he is. He's waving over to the physio to get on.
We're not stopping injuries, lads.
But the referee continues play.
Move.
Hope he's okay.
Yeah, it is, guys. Hold.
Toddling back, and you've seen there at the bottom of your screen to set restart here for Warrington, and they're going to move it, and they've got numbers already, despite the fact they're only 10 off their own line, and now they're looking to counter-attack. Oh, that was a strong high challenge.
My word. He could be in trouble.
There could be trouble here for Leeds. That was a high shot, and it's the debutant James Bentley. He's got this all wrong on Widham. He comes flying in. Oh, it's on the chin. And now all eyes on the official, because we could be about to see the first card here on Channel 4. He didn't miss.
Yeah, James Bentley, you know, spent a couple of years with him over at St Helens, and he plays the game right on the very edge. He really does. But it's hard to defend that. He comes across with an arm. And I'm certain he's going to be in trouble here. The new rules now around concussion and player safety. We've already been told as players throughout the competition, the word that you'll hear around the circuit is flexion of the neck.
Right. It's a swinging arm, clenched fist. It makes direct contact with the head. You're off.
You heard it there. James Bentley's Leeds Rhinos debut is cut short at 16 minutes. The crowd are not happy, but the new rules are pretty clear. Clenched fist, contact with the head, and James Bentley is sent off.
Yeah, a horror start for his debut. Great footwork by Widham. It's Bentley. His effort, his desire, his intentions are good, but his execution, it's all wrong. You can't make contact with the head, not anymore. And as a result, 16 minutes in, he heads down the tunnel. And really now the pressure's on Leeds. Talk about game changers.
Well, the home fans now are not happy, Kyle. It's backs to the wall for Leeds. And Warrington are looking now to add to their lead if they can. Ball now coming forward with Warrington, 30 away from the line. Richie Myler has had to leave the field. We'll get more on that in a moment. Brad Dwyer is on for Leeds. Here now is Ollie Holmes. Holmes wrapped up by Martin, but steps out of the tackle. Look at the sheer strength.
Wait here. Wait here.
No, they're loading up this side. The ball comes from right to left.
Here now is Williams. Oh, that was a forward pass. Well, he's got 5 men out the back there, Kyle, and he's thrown an absolute shocker.
Yeah, it's that far forward.
Where do you want the scrum?
It nearly goes over the dead ball line.
Scrum, head and feed.
Well, let's have a look at this injury for Richie Myler. Oh, groin maybe?
Yeah, I thought knee there, but it looks like a groin, and it's never a good sight when you see a player waving to the sideline.
A non-contact injury is always a problem, isn't it?
You're dead right. It'll be a big miss for the Rhinos, there's no doubt about that.
So Myler injured, and highly unlikely he will be coming back today. And now they're down to 12. Bentley sent off for the red card challenge on Widham, who has the only try of the game so far. What's the mindset like now of Leeds and Richard Agar? What have they got to do here? Well, they've got a penalty, that will help them because Warrington offside.
Yeah. No, you just got to realise that you're in the trench now. You're going to need a monumental effort over the next hour of rugby league. And sometimes the biggest and bestest wins, and the ones that you can look back on if you get success with a trophy, is moments like this, even in round one. And while it's important to recognise that both of these two sides, well, they're not going to be at their absolute best, far from it today, but a win in round one against one of your top 4 rivals that people are tipped to beat is so important.
Tetevano is over halfway, but we've had to stop the play here because there were 2 balls on the field. This was Tetevano's run.
Such a physical man, Tetevano, both with and without the ball. A quality signing for the Rhinos, as is this man, Matt Pryor. Another one of those consistent performers.
Signed a new contract as well. He was off contract end of last season. Leeds delighted to keep him. They'll need his experience today as Smith moves it to Caesar. Caesar moves it wide to Leeming, who will now fill in the halves in the absence of Myler. So Dwyer in and...
Go free, good, Robbie.
the hooking position from now on in. Here is Leeming, dummies, moves across the field, moves it wide to Caesar, out the back to Walker. Walker fires the pass to Hanley. Hanley cuts in, he's still going, but there are 3 defenders on him. And the door closed firmly in his face. But Leeds here, and a set restart right on the line. So big for Leeds here, and another chance to put some pressure on.
Absolutely, yeah. Wonderful ball movement to play earlier from one side of the field to the other.
Here they come again. Short pass to Reece Martin. Upended in the tackle by Holmes. The 2 number 12s going at it. Leeds with Dwyer. Caesar, short pass. Tackled right in front of the post. Which way do Leeds go here? They go right. Leeming has hands on the ball, turns it back to Pryor. Get the feeling he needs a little bit more than that from Leeds. And now here's Dwyer. He's got the runner here in Tetevano. Crashes to the line. And Tetevano has levelled things up for Leeds. Too big, too strong at the line. A little magical pass from Dwyer. And Leeds are level.
Well, I mentioned that man early in the piece, Dwyer. I am very much aware that I mentioned he was coming on for Warrington. My apologies. The former Warrington man, sorry, he's on for Leeds. And straight away, immediate impact. Threat out of 9, quick. Got the Warrington Wolves on the back foot. This lovely short pass to Zane Tetevano, who crashes over.
Brute strength.
Yeah.
Brute strength gets him over the line.
But it's the work that Dwyer does from 9. Jumps out, skips across, fixes defenders. Meaning those defenders, they can't come forward, they can't put pressure on, or it's very difficult to do so. And when you've got a man the size of Zane Tetevano running 100 mile an hour on that short ball, it's very, very difficult to stop.
Well, here's Reece Martin, who is an outstanding goal kicker, but you give him an opportunity like this, you would be very, very surprised if Leeds aren't in front with a swing of Reece Martin's right boot.
And obviously the Warrington, having the numerical advantage. Well, the last 5 minutes of play wouldn't suggest that. It looked like it's the Rhinos who have all the energy and ascendancy. And he kicks a goal there, Reece Martin. And it's 6-4 to the Rhinos.
There was a try, Tetevano on the end of it. But this was the pass, and that was the try. And Martin, you might have thought you heard a few boos as Reece Martin kicked that goal, but they're all chanting Reece here. That's the call at Leeds. And he doesn't miss too many. Well, we said, Carl, what have Leeds got to do to get back into it? They were helped by 2 penalties conceded by Warrington.
Yeah, they have been a bit ill-disciplined in the Wolves, both with and without the ball in the opening quarter of the game. They're going to have to fix that up, and I'm sure they will over time. As I mentioned earlier, it is round 1. A lot of people and players finding the feet.
Leeds looking to work the ball forward. And here now, good strong carry again. Up to the 40, so what can Leeds do here? Dwyer's off again. They're getting good joy around the ruck area, aren't they, at the moment, Leeds?
Absolutely, with both Cruz Leeming and Brad Dwyer on. You have to have tight contact in your wrestle. You can't allow anyone to spin out, get on the front, because them 2 men will play.
And Leeds are loading up numbers here, despite being a man down numerically. They're trying to get round the edge of this Warrington defence. Philbin is on. Offload from Leeds. Here goes Cam Smith. Smith inside the 20, last one. Leeds looking for back-to-back scores here. Leeming gets the ball, plays it to Pryor. Pryor out the back to Caesar. Caesar kicks down the line. Fussy Tiller on the back foot, but there's a juggle. And Warrington and Connor Edge have come up with an error there. And Leeds celebrate like they've just scored another try. They're going to get another set on the line.
Yeah, they are. A little kick into the corner. And as a result, I think it's Connor Wrench. He has to be there to scoop up. He makes a fumble of it, actually, and puts his foot over the line. So it's going to be another attacking set. 10 metres out from the Warrington line. It's more pressure added on it.
Just joined us here on Channel 4 this afternoon. Gareth Widdop put Warrington in front on 12 minutes. 80-metre try from them. We then saw James Bentley sent off for a high tackle for Leeds on Gareth Widdop. He saw red, but we've just seen Zane Tetevano score for Leeds, and they nudge in front, and now they're looking to add to that lead. Leeming to Caesar. Caesar short to Martin. Martin wanted to offload. He's wrestled to the ground. A metre away.
Yeah, a couple of passes just not quite on the money there.
Caesar. Here now they go again. The try scorer looking for more as Cooper makes the tackle. Inside the 10. Leeds with Dwyer again. Plays it short, this time to Pryor. Oh, he was trying to offload. Now he wriggles for the line. He wriggles for the line, and Brad Dwyer thinks that Pryor has got this one down. If he has, this is unbelievable. He's given a try on the field. He wants to check it with a video referee.
So I'm looking at the grounding here just to confirm he does ground the ball. Live decision on field is a try. So Prize in possession at this point. Going towards the line. Towards the line.
Oh, he's got it down.
And ball's grounded.
Wow.
I've made my decision.
He has no right to get that ball down. Three Warrington players on him. But he doesn't give up. He twists and turns. He actually looks like he's trying to promote the ball in an offload. And as such, he's able just to spin out and just dot the ball down to the right-hand side of the post. Darryl Parley will not be happy with that. It's that man again, Brad Dwyer, just jumping out. And sometimes you look at in rugby league for the big plays, the ones that go out the back. But sometimes Route 1's the best. And certainly with that, he's got Mike Cooper, Joe Philbin and Stephen Ratchford all in his company. And he manages just to roll and twist and just not give in. Sheer determination. Another try for the Rhinos.
Well, Richie Miley got injured. That forced Richard Agar into bringing on Brad Dwyer, probably a lot earlier than he would have wanted to. But Brad Dwyer has had a huge impact on this game as Reece Martin stood right in front of the post here. 10 out. And it is 12 points to 4. Leeds down to 12.
Yeah.
Have scored 2 tries unanswered. And sometimes a bit of bad luck can turn into a bit of good luck. And Dwyer off the bench has changed this game around.
Well, it certainly has there. Again, Dwyer just jumps out, attracts Darryl Clark and gives a one-on-one. But having said that, Matt Pryor has to be dealt with. And as a fellow front rower, that's one that certainly dents your ego.
Make sure we stick on cords.
If your opposite number can just crash over 2 metres out in front of you.
Restart is juggled and brought forward. So still 14 and a half to go to the break. But Leeds, all of a sudden, despite losing Bentley, have got an 8-point advantage.
Move, get square. Oh, go to.
Ball here with Hanley. Leeds working it forward.
Oh, go, good 10.
Welcome along to Super League on Channel 4. Thrills and spills, we promise you that throughout the season. That's a minimum when it comes to Super League. There'll be brute force, great skill and athleticism as well along the way. And Leeds, on the last one, have got up to the 40. Now can they find a kick? They'll go to Caesar's left boot, swirls it downfield. Charnley has to dive to catch it. That one wasn't looked out of place on the other side of this ground, on the cricket field.
Yeah, it was high and swirling, spinning through the air. Charnley makes a dive and a catch for it. It was a good take. I just think with the Warrington Wolves, you know, obviously Darryl Powell coming in, bringing in new calls and a new way of playing. It will take time for Warrington to perhaps get rid of the old DNA that so many of them are used to. But having said that, you know, the Rhinos, they just haven't looked like they've missed a beat, apart from that try against the run of play from Gareth Widdop. It's been all Leeds Rhinos.
Well, you go back to that forward pass from, I think it was
George Williams, yeah.
Wasn't it, inside the Leeds half? And since that point, it's been all Leeds.
Yeah, they've not seen too much of the ball from there. They haven't really had any attacking ball, any attacking good ball, have they?
Here's the high kick. It's going to hold up on the wing, so Fusito is going to be under pressure, and he gets hit as soon as he catches it.
Ben Curry, get that into
you. He felt that one, and Fusito is in trouble here. Yeah. He's in trouble here, the big winger. This is not nice to see. Now he gets up. Wow, talk about getting hit the second you catch the ball.
I know, the bravery on the back three in rugby league, the both wingers and fullback. The ball spinning through the air. And Ben Curry. I don't think there's anything too wrong with that. Maybe from another angle. Maybe a shoulder to the bottom of the jaw, I'm not sure.
We're going tackle one. Tackle one,
I agree with the referees there.
So no foul play. It's Ben Curry with a tackle.
Tackle one.
The bravery on Sean, the skill to catch that ball, knowing that someone's coming right down your throat.
Well, he knows, doesn't he? Fussy Tua knows. If he takes his eye off it, he's going to drop it. If he catches it, he's getting smashed. And he kept his eye on it, and he got smashed for his trouble.
Absolutely. And now
he's come up with the error. He's come up with the error. And maybe, with a little bit of hindsight, they should have left him out of the rest of that set.
Perhaps so. Just takes his eye off the ball there. And sees that man again, Ben Curry, right in front of him. And this is the first time in 28 minutes of play that Warrington Wolves have had any ball down here. Let's see what they can do with the good ball attack for the Rhinos. This is the most difficult part of the field to defend. Your anxiety levels are up more, your heartbeats are higher.
Big chance for Warrington from the scrum. They move it to Wrench, who's already showed what he can do with ball in hand. But these are big moments for Warrington. 12 to go to the break. Here's Bullock on for his debut, signed from Wigan, and he's met by the Leeds welcoming committee 30 off the line.
Terrific line speed, just shuts that player down straight away.
Ball back on the inside to Philbin. Philbin rolls inside the 20. Warrington now looking to get their second try. Here now is Williams. Short no-look pass. Gets it away. Tackle made. Bullock it is who's tackle. Ball comes back now. Here's Williams. Gets it away to Ollie Holmes. Holmes steps through one tackle. He stands, eventually falls 5 away. This is the last one. Leeds look short on their right-hand side, the far side of the field as we look at it now. Ball moves that way. They've come racing out. There's danger here. Oh, the kick's got it all wrong. Got it all wrong, Warrington. That was their big chance. They had the numbers. A Leeds player there came flying out of the line.
Yeah. It was Cruz Lehman. He comes flying out. You can't do that and not come up with goods. He panics. I mentioned there about this stage of the field, the anxiety levels coming up through the roof. Well, that's why right there, Cruz Lehman tries to solve it on his own. He gets it wrong, but thankfully for him and his teammates, so does Gareth Widdop.
Well, there is a little bit of hope for Leeds, courtesy of our stats guru Ian Proctor. So that Leeds had one player sent off in Super League in 2021. That was Bodine Thompson. They went on to win 38 points to 6 at Salford. So Leeds have got a history of winning when being down to 12. And Bentley, the second debutant in round 1 to be sent off after Dylan Napper went off. And now a penalty against Warrington, and more ill-discipline, and this will be what will be frustrating Darryl Powell.
Certainly will. Ill-discipline, with and without the ball. Crucially as well, look, when they've had opportunities, they've had 2 chances in good ball, and they've come up with that forward pass from George Williams on play 2. And again, Gareth Widdop with the rushed and panic kick just releases all the pressure from the Rhinos. And even though they've got a man down, it's been quite easy for them in that sense that they've not had to deal with too much.
Ball on the halfway line for Leeds. More come along here on Channel 4 as Caesar takes on the line. Almost got away. Not quite, but inside the Wolves 14. Here now they come forward again with Briscoe. Short pass. Reece Martin strides his way up to the 20.
Can't afford to let Briscoe just skip past all the middle.
Well, here they go again with Smith. Smith offers the dummy inside. He had Mikolaj Alecki with him. Alecki on off the bench for Leeds, and he'll get a carry here. No, he won't. He'll move it wide. Caesar's got bodies outside. Big step, almost the gap opened up, and his bootlaces were caught there. Otherwise, he was in. It was Clark with an ankle tap tackle. 5 away, last one. Again, Dwyer goes. They're just going to try and power it away. Alecki wants to offload it. He's trying to fight to the line. Well, if you're going to turn the ball over, Kyle, that is the place to do it for Leeds. They're keeping Warrington penned in.
Absolutely. Perfect set there from the Rhinos. They've scored 2 tries off just hitting a short ball and just a direct run. Well, bringing on Mikolaj Alecki. He's so talented, big, strong, athletic fella. been doing terrific for the Rhinos, so why not try him?
Well, word from the dressing room as there's an offload there. Charlie picks it up. The word is, as expected, Richie Myler out for the rest of this game. So Leeds, in effect, already a man down on the field and now a substitute down on the bench as well.
Yeah, no, they're going to have to do it tough if they can get the job done today, given what's happened. Huge win.
Here are Warrington again looking to go to that left edge. We've seen this before. Here now is Wrench up towards halfway, and we've got a penalty here.
Yeah, a hit off the ball, I think it was. That's another one of the rules that they're really hitting home, trying to change player behaviour.
Here, boys.
I think it's Brad Dwyer on Gareth Widdop there. The ball's released, and he might find himself in a spot of bother with that later on. You see here the flexion of the neck that we talk about. Well, his head certainly rocks back there.
Brad Dwyer here is being called to the referee, and you'd heard Kyle.
The ball's been released, he's made contact, enough force to cause flexion in the neck. It's 10 minutes.
Yeah. We mentioned that earlier on. That is something that the game is really hitting home to, and we've seen a number of cards and a number of bans across the pre-season friendly fixtures, and of course in round one on Thursday night we've seen a couple.
So Leeds down to 11. Oh, but they've not.
Warrington
have not found touch, and that is one of the biggest errors in rugby league. A chance to boot the ball downfield, and they missed touch. And now the Leeds fans are howling here. They wanted a penalty. They thought that was a foul. Well, if we're in any doubt on Channel 4 if this one was going to be fiery, it is.
It sure is. Yeah, absolutely. You feel the ante and the tempo's just shot up through this game now. Failing to find touch. It's a cardinal sin.
It's a schoolboy error. Richard Agar looks on. He'll find out plenty about his team today, and Leeds are coming forward. There may be 2 players down. That'll be a couple of minutes into the second half, but Caesar here with a barnstorming run. They didn't sign him for that.
This crowd is walking up as well beneath us.
Yeah, you can feel it. You can feel it beneath our feet. Here's Briscoe, gets on the outside. The pass to Fussy 2 wasn't a good one. He's dropped it. And now here go Warrington on the counter-attack. Tackle made 40 away. Well, Leeds could have scored at one end, and now Warrington thinking they're going to have a chance at the other end. The 11-man defensive line of Leeds is going to be tested to the max.
Absolutely. I think it was Connor Wrench again, turning defence into attack. He's the first one to react. Fusatua drops the ball, and as a result of his efforts, well, Warrington Wolseley start on the halfway line. End-to-end stuff.
All here now with Williams. Williams skips, gets a pass away to Holmes. Good defence from Caesar.
Good tackle.
And Pryor as well. The forwards having to work overtime here.
He's trapped in the floor.
Well, is he trapped, or has Caesar got to roll away from him? Ball down the near side. Here's Williams, offers the dummy. Good tackle, Liam Sutcliffe. Leeds are hanging on. 11 in the defensive line. Can Warrington breach them here? Last one. They're moving it wide. They've got numbers over on that far side. A little kick in behind. Fussy Tua picks it up, and he's grounded right on his goal line. Leeds will take that. They are under big pressure here, but they're hanging on to that lead.
From one end of the field to the other, coast to coast. Fusatua, he fumbles the ball at one end and he's there to save it again at the other. And it's Warrington Wolves' turn now to go after them in the defence. Attack their attack.
These are tough carries for Leeds now. Warrington firing out of the defensive line. Leeds leading here, this Hanley. Hanley has got a penalty. And Darryl Powell might just have exploded in the stand because he'll be furious with this.
Yeah, you're just constantly letting, and you're releasing the pressure valve every time. These Rhinos have only had to come off their own line maybe once or twice in this game. Compared to Warrington Wolves, well, it seems they've spent an eternity coming off their line this first half. And with 4 minutes left on the clock, you put in 4 tremendous tackles there. A great opportunity to attack Leeds. With so little time left in the half. Blown it.
Bullock it was with a high tackle. A kick for touch is a good one. If you just tuned in, Warrington in front on 12 minutes. Gareth Widdop on the end of an 80-metre move from the Wolves, but then James Bentley was shown a straight red card for a high challenge on Widdop. That was on 16, but then Tetevano and Pryor bundled their way over before Brad Dwyer was sent to the sin bin. Here's Donaldson off the bench. First carry for him. He's not the biggest forward, but he's got the heart of a lion and he'll run it in all day. As Leeming out of dummy half finds Donaldson, he finds Smith. Smith looking to get to an edge. Good tackle, but he's offloaded it back to Walker. Walker steps out of one. Walker inside the 20. And Leeds are playing some lovely rugby at the moment.
Yeah, they're playing off the cuff.
Here's Caesar to Martin. Martin takes on the line, makes Williams do some defending. They're 12 away. They would love another score here, Leeds. They really would. They're going down the short side. Caesar again taking on the line. He's offloaded it. Great offload. Picked up by Sutcliffe. Sutcliffe gets it away to Smith. Great one-on-one tackle, Ben Curry. And again, Leeds looking to keep the ball alive. Last one. They're going to go with Leeming. Gets it away to Caesar. Little grubber kick for Fussing. Tua with the fingers on that. No, they weren't.
Yeah. Just too much purchase on the kick. What a wonderful passage of play from Leeds Rhinos. We just see the ball here getting shipped out, and it's Caesar. Tries a delicate kick, trying to get in behind Matty Ashton. But the ball runs over. It's a chance gone.
Great shot from Leeds. He could have done with that kick staying in the field of play, couldn't he there, Caesar?
Certainly could.
Here, the other way, Peter Mataudu. We've not seen much of him as a running threat. Warrington will want to get him on the ball. Has he lost that?
Oh, I thought he did.
Might have
keep hold of it.
Here now is Bullock looking to offload.
Good line speed there from Donaldson. Tremendous worker.
A huge 2 minutes coming in here as Williams makes a break. Can he find a pass? He does. And now they've got numbers. Holmes has got the winger on the outside. Charlie going for the corner. And Warrington Wolves have got their second try right on half-time. Leeds' lack of numbers comes up and gets them right at the end of the half. And Warrington didn't panic. Charlie in, 248th try of his career, and he won't score many easier than that.
He certainly won't. Terrific work there from the Warrington Wolves. See here, we're looking back at the Matauti. Does he knock on? I think he does. Yeah, he got away with that one. But they won't be bothered. And it's just this here, a little tip there. Supplies the pass back to Matty Davies, who feeds Ollie Holmes, and look at the skill and the patience of him there to take it right to Jack Walker and supply that pass. And Josh Charnley, he goes and scores, does what he does best. A lovely play there between them. I love the patience there from Ollie Holmes. He knows Walker's coming across, does everything right.
1 minute.
You said, Carl, it was a huge 2. You felt if Leeds could hang on with that 8-point lead, they get in, they get a chance to refresh and regroup at half-time, but all of a sudden now that lead could be down to 2 if Stefan Ratchford can convert here. Kick. Keep 14 in from touch.
Yeah.
Missed with his first one. This would be a big boost and get Warrington back within 2.
Absolutely. It just looked like at one end of the field we were watching Leeds Rhinos offloading the ball, promoting the ball, moving the ball well, and they didn't quite get that kick with Caesar where they wanted it to go. And as a result, Warrington, well, they just roll up the other end of the field and score a fantastic try to drag themselves back into this contest. And George Williams on the end of that pass gives it back to Davis. And Holmes, terrific stuff to Josh Charnley. Charnley, a 2-time grand final winner in his days at Wigan. He knows his way to the try line.
Stay behind, boys. Stay behind.
Leeds are eking out every single second they can here. There's 16 seconds left. Warrington, well, they can score from anywhere. Can they score from their own try line? Will they risk it? Williams loops
like
the pass. They are going to go. Here now is Ratchford. Ratchford is tackled, offloads the ball. Ball now coming back. They are going to chance it.
Here we go.
Who goes in the background? Here's Holmes. In and out. Holmes flicks the pass. But it goes over the sideline. And Leeds survive. Holmes frustrated, couldn't find the pass. Gareth Widdop opened the scoring on 12 minutes to put Warrington in front. Then James Bentley was sent off for a straight red card. But tries for Tetevano and Pryor got them 12-4 up. Dwyer Simbind, Charnley's try has got Warrington right back in it. All the reaction to the first half to come with Adam and the gang, but at half-time it's Leeds 12, Warrington 10.
I just thought it was tangled in. I'm not saying...
It's half-time here at Headingley. Leeds are in front, but only just. We've got Sam, we've got Danica, we've got Leon, so let's run you through what happened if you've just tuned in. So, a little bit of a nervy start, but Warrington with the first try of the game, Danica.
Yeah, absolutely. No, Warrington have played this absolutely brilliantly. The centre's drawn him in to the winger. They've held their width there. Leeds Rhinos have miscommunicated on the defensive line, and it's pushed Warrington straight the way through, and they've shot their way up the field, and it's been a great line and a bit of a walkthrough at the end.
Good support by Widder, as all good half-back should do. Support the break, easy finish in the end up.
Yeah, it's not enough just to set it up. You've got to be there at the end, right?
That's it. And it, for Warrington, they got off to a good start. Got even better for them when Bentley gets red carded here. I think it's a pretty clear red card.
Yeah, Leon, as soon as you saw that, you just went, he's off.
Yeah, we all know the rules this season. They're tightened up with the headshots. Unfortunately for James, he's a fantastic player, but he has this in his game, and he needs to take it out if he wants to stay on the field more often.
Yeah, and so what does that then mean to a defensive team when you've suddenly a player down?
Well, you've got to tighten up. In attack, you can't really go wide as much because you can't create the numbers. You can't create the extra number out wide.
Yeah.
So you've got to shorten your game up and play through the middle and use your forwards a little bit more.
Now, things went from bad to worse for Leeds because then Richie Myler was injured in this moment. Ratchford goes up for the ball, lands in a bad way. We've since heard it's possibly his adductor. There will be scans this week, but that's got to be hard for Helen to watch as well, right?
Yeah, definitely. It'd be hard for all the Leeds team to watch with him being second choice half in there. Now, as soon as he'd gone off, Brad Dwyer comes onto the pitch and creates straight away a try. Now, when you lose a half-back, you need a 9 to come on that can create things. Brad Dwyer comes on, he's the best in the game at creating around the middle. He creates 2 tries straight off the back. So they're a man down, but they go and score 2 tries, which is really against, the run of play, what you'd have thought. You'd think then a man up, you think Warrington had, really build some momentum, but Brad Dwyer changed that. And
you made the point, Leon, that when you're a player down, you can't stretch them out wide, so just go straight up the middle. Yeah,
it's a good point. I think, for me, at times Brad Dwyer could be very, very erratic, but in this game it suited him because he's unpredictable. He's playing up the ruck, he's using his forwards, he's showing he's going, he's playing up the middle, and he's created 2 tries. I think without him, Leeds, they wouldn't have been in this game.
So, Danica, how will that affect Leeds later on in the game? They've held out thus far, but they've still got another 40 minutes to go. Yeah,
it's going to be a massive 40 minutes for Leeds' forward. The props work on a rotation of 15-20 minutes, absolutely throw your guts at it, and then come off and have a rest. Now they've lost their rotation now, so the props have to dig deep, and it's going to be a real... we're going to see how well they've worked, pre-season and their strength and conditioning. They've got a new strength and conditioner come in.
Yeah.
And it's an extra couple of minutes each for the boys to push through.
I think there'll be a massive change around. I think Darryl Powell will get them in, give them a real good rollicking, and I think they'll change it around. Warrington have got the numerical advantage, and I think they'll run away with it in the second half. Big time.
And of course, apologies for the language, by the way. Because then it went down to 11 players with the yellow card for Dwyer. So what went on here, Sam?
It was a late tackle in the back of Gareth Widder. Again, we know the rules. It's being clamped down on. They call this a whiplash tackle. As he's passed the ball, he's been hit in the back, causing a whiplash effect. Now, Brad Dwyer, that's come on the field, created all the mayhem, has to go off for 10 minutes. So, yeah, making it much, much harder for the Leeds side.
And then, of course, you're down to 11 players. So, as you said, if you push it wide, you're going to have an overlap. You're going to have more players out wide than they are. Is that what led to Warrington's next try?
Well, yeah, I think that's what Darryl Powell was saying. Is this little out ball is the tip, a lovely little tip, great support, and then it's just numerical advantage. You've got 4 players against 1 player there, chasing back. Ollie Holmes, great skill, good catch. Charlie, as all wingers should do. That's what they get paid to do. Finish them tries off. In the end, up putting his. But it's this line here, outline, short ball, beautiful line from Williams. great offload again, and then Ollie Holmes is a back rower, lovely pass, and then Charlie does what he does best, finishes them tries off.
And now you made the point, Sam, just before we came out here, that had they not scored that try, it might have been a trickier second half for Warrington.
Yeah, I think so. I think the timing of that try was crucial for Warrington. They'll be disappointed at half-time, Warrington. Definitely, you know, they should have took advantage of being a man up, having an extra player on the field. They didn't do that. Now they've gone in at half-time, only losing by 2 points.
Yeah.
You know, Dwyer's still in the sin bin. They've still got a man off the field. Warrington should run away with this. Saying that, the first half they should have been a lot better as well, so we'll just have to see.
And now we know between Danica and Leon there is a Nando's riding on the prediction of the game. You said Leeds by 4 earlier. Are you going to change that now?
Oh, look, I've got to back the Leeds Rhinos, boys. I've got to stick true. It's going to be a really tough second half. They're going to have to dig so deep, you know, and yeah, it's going to be tough. Warrington they've got to utilise this, so I should change my prediction and say it, but Leeds through and through, I can't change, can I? I'm sticking with the boys. I'm sticking by them.
Now, Sam, you've been taking a look at the kicks in the first half, good and bad. Talk us through them.
Yeah, well, we referenced before the game how important the kicking game is. Now, it doesn't start great for the Leeds side. Myler gets another foot on it and kicks the ball dead, meaning Warrington get 7 tackle set. Now, here Caesar, a great kick across to the Dave Fusser to a great catcher of the ball. You know, they don't get what they want from it, but because they build some pressure. Again, they've thought, get the ball to Caesar. He puts a nice little kick into the corner, causing a Warrington player to make an error. Now, these are all kicks that just build pressure. They leave the ball at the right end of the field, as we'd say. Gareth Widdop goes to the other end and does a similar thing, feeds the ball through and he says to Leeds, look, if you're going to come and score, you've got to come 100 metres to beat us. We're not going to give you the ball in good field position.
So it's going to be an interesting second half. I mean, can Leeds hold out, or are Warrington really going to turn it on? We'll be back with the commentary after this break.
Second half here in the Super League about to get underway. The Leeds Rhinos leading Warrington Wolves by 12 points to 10. Darryl Powell, the Warrington coach, his team talk might just have been helped by that late Warrington try from Josh Charnley at the end of the first half. Wolves in front early on through Widdop. Bentley saw red for Leeds, they're down to 12. Tetevano and Pryor got Leeds in front by 12 points to 4, but when Dwyer was sent to the bin, Charnley's try just before the break means Warrington back within 2, and Darryl Powell looked pretty relaxed there. Kyle Amor, 4-time grand final winner with St Helens. He looked pretty relaxed. I think he'll have been boiling low on the inside with that first half Warrington performance.
Yeah, absolutely. I just think that he knows his side, well, they've not really played particularly well. They've not given themselves too many opportunities down near Leeds' line. They've scored 2 tries, one from a runaway break and the other one just from a pure piece of excellence. But they need to spend more time down there in this half, take advantage of the numerical numbers.
Well, they are still going to be down to 11 as Cruz Leeming comes out, the Leeds captain. There's George Williams, whose break led to that last try of the half. Great as well to see as we were looking around the ground there, just in the pictures. So many youngsters here enjoying their taste of rugby league. Referee getting a bit of a cheer as he comes out, but I think he's got the big calls right so far. The red card and the sin binning. Those are the rules as we get underway. Warrington not been great on the opening game of the season. They've lost their last 2. They've lost 4 out of their last 5 openers. Can they get a win here?
They're still very much in this contest, and that's what will probably be pleasing Darryl Powell. You know, that the fact that they haven't been particularly great in good ball, but they're still managing to be 2 points behind on the scoreboard. They know they can play better, and if they fix that up, they can cause the Rhinos an all host of trouble this second half as Cruz Leeming tries to put in a 40-20.
Yeah, they got it wrong, and Ashton now all of a sudden's got it on the 40. And we heard from Sam Tompkins, the current man of steel, at the break, and he was saying he expects Warrington to run away with this one. And Leeds have got to be careful, haven't they?
Absolutely, yeah. You know, they've been down to, obviously, James Bentley's send-off earlier on in the first half. Well, they're going to have to do it tough. They're going to have to roll the sleeves up and get through the work, and a workmanlike performance. And as you imagine, Warrington, they'll grow and they'll keep coming.
They will indeed. More interesting injury news coming out of the Leeds camp. We'll go to that in a moment as Williams now gets it wide. Numbers here, Matauti had a juggle. Has it in one hand, it wasn't the best pass, but it went backwards. Warrington trying to stretch Leeds here. We mentioned that injury news. No David Fusitua out for the second half. Youngster Morgan Gannon is on. Here now can Warrington. They've got numbers here. If they go through the hands, and Curry took his eye off the ball. And that was a big chance, goes begging.
And it's just another unforced error. You know, they're just not getting it quite right.
Matauti's offload found the target, but this pass was right on the money, but Curry forgot to catch the ball.
Yeah, perhaps thinking about how many numbers he had on the overlap. It was 3 against 1. He catches that clean. Well, the Rhinos are in all sorts of trouble.
Well, they're in all sorts of trouble. They're down to 11 at the moment. Brad Dwyer will be back on in a moment or so, but they lost Richie Myler to injury. He's not back. Could be a serious one for Richie. And now Fussy too. We saw him get hit in that challenge in the first half, and he's not come out for the second half, and that is a huge blow.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, you spend all pre-season getting your team together that you think's going to be ready for round 1. You know, over the last month that have been running and working together as a unit in that 17, perhaps 18. And now there's an almighty reshuffle amongst the Rhinos players. They're going to have to rely on each other. There's no doubt in that.
There is Brad Dwyer about to come on. He's awaiting the go-ahead. He's into the action now, and Leeds are looking to attack here. Gannon, the youngster, makes a good break.
I really like Morgan Gannon. Quality young player.
Yeah, young one, sorry, there's Leaming's going to kick it behind. Could be a chance here for Hanley. He gets there! Leeds think they've scored! Hanley into the corner. Referee wants to check it, but what about the kick from Leeds, who may have just snatched a try?
Video referee to match director. Live decision to try. So first of all, I need to confirm they're onside from the kick.
At first glance, it's a wonderful kick.
So they need to have both feet behind the ball. On the foot, please. So if you're going to just pause the ball on the foot. Yep, so they're all onside. So we're playing on from this point. Happy they're all onside. So I'm going towards the grounding. So something closer just to confirm, does he ground the ball? So diving for the ball. Reaching out. Very close. Yeah, possibly a side angle might be best on this.
On the dead ball line.
Has he got it down in the field of play?
Does he ground the ball? Does he have downward pressure and control?
Oh, yes.
That's the one.
What a finish. Ash Hanley.
All the available angles.
That's the one, surely, that tells us that Ash Hanley has extended Leeds' lead.
So nice and slow.
A try that could just have come out of nowhere. We await the official decision. Charlie couldn't get there.
I've seen all the available angles and I've made a decision.
So here we go. Our lead 6 points in front. Listen to that roar at Headingley. Despite being down to 12, Leeds have hit straight back. And it's Ash Hanley, try scorer extraordinaire. How casual was the finish, the one hand put down, but pace to burn, and the kick was pinpoint.
Absolutely. We see here, it was a wonderful carry from Morgan Gannon, the young 18-year-old front rower, playing in the back row now. And that kick there, it's almost, well, it's perfect. And it's just enough weight on it. And Hanley, he wanted the bounce, he got the bounce. And there's a try. Fantastic stuff. You mentioned earlier about Darryl Powell being calm. I can guarantee you he won't be calm anymore.
Well, this is a huge kick because this re-establishes an 8-point lead, which is a 2-try advantage. He's right on the touchline. Here he comes now. The roar's going up. What a kick. What a kick from Rhys Martin. And Leeds re-establish that 8-point advantage despite being down to 12. And it was a new Leeds captain, Cruz leaving. What a kick, what a try.
Absolutely, you just notices there that Josh Charnley's high up in the defensive line. He pokes a delicate kick through, does the captain, and Cruz leaving. And Ash Hanley hunts it down, chases it down, works harder than his opposite number, and gets the ball down with the finest of margins.
So the restart now is regathered, the wind swirling around Headingley. Here comes the carry back. For me, it's one of the toughest things in sport, that first carry back off the kickoff.
Yeah,
You've done it a few times.
For some reason, we all love it, and I don't know why. When you watch it like that, 100 mile an hour, 3 bodies met, full-on contact, and get pushed back for your own measure.
That's probably one of the reasons why they say that prop forwards are daft, Kyle, but some would disagree.
Well, no comment.
18-10, Leeds down to 12, but have re-established that lead. And here come the Rhinos again. Alexki, another good carry from him. First Polish-born player to be in the Super League. How are Leeds doing this? Dwyer gets the ball away. Caesar gets it high and will hold up on the wind. It's a tester for Ratchford just because it held up so much. Leeds happy to let him have it and pin him 25 off his own line. That's not the worst outcome, having just scored a try.
Absolutely not, no. You've gone 80 metres nearly. It's a wonderful place to turn the ball over. But when you've got defence like that, certainly backing it up, they've gone nowhere in 2 plays as Josh Charnley tries to get his side on the front foot.
Well, they've got a couple missing, both sides here, but Darryl Parle, I don't think will be overly happy with this opening 45 minutes or so, but still plenty of time to put this right.
And put it all into context, you know, Leeds Rhinos, man sent off, another man in the bin, and they've come out in this second half, and they've hit first an 18-10 lead, given the reshuffle and the injuries that they've sustained.
Here's Ratchford, he's going to go high, Walker backtracks, gets underneath it nicely, catches it, brings it forward. I think the thing is as well, when you are a man down, Kyle, that I guess when you get another score in front, it just add a little bit of energy to you.
Absolutely, yeah. But make no mistake about it, there's still a long, long way to go, and that energy, you know, you've got to ride it when it's behind you. And for Warrington Wolves, I just think it puts a bit more pressure on them. They start wondering what's going on, perhaps looking at one another, someone to inspire them. But they need something. And while there's still a long, long way to go, they just have to get back into the groove and get through the sets, put kicks in corners, and ask the Rhinos to do all the hard work from backfield.
There's Alexki off. He could have got the arm free. Walker was right with him. Last one. Is that a bit forward? No, they're going to run it. Now they'll move it out wide. Caesar, they've got numbers if they go through the hands. Little chip kick through. Leeds are chasing this down. And all Ratchford can do is shovel the ball dead. So Warrington going to have to drop the ball out from underneath their own posts. And dare I say it, Leeds at the moment looking the better side.
Yeah. It's looking like they've got the one with the man on the extra man on the field at the moment. Created an almighty overlap there. Just a simple turn-up play from Donaldson. And just rolls it in behind, and that's clever. That's building pressure.
Tom Briscoe, another acrobatic catch. Wow. Oh, that's high on Donaldson. And it's Ollie Holmes. And Ollie Holmes might find himself in a spot of bother. And the look on his face here says that he knows he may be about to leave the field.
Well, James Donaldson, he carries hard and direct. And I think it's just a little subtle footwork that he does. It's there, that little step. And Ollie Holmes. And this is one of them things that we were talking about. Changing player behaviour. I don't think it warrants perhaps a sin bin. I think it's just a high tackle. There's no real head rock in that sense, but it wouldn't surprise me, given the way the game's clamping down on this, if he goes to the sideline for 10 minutes.
Going to get another card. Let's find out.
Steph, secondary contact with the wrist force. It's 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, let's say that the Leeds fans are not happy that the colour of that card was yellow, but I think we saw the open hand there, Kyle, and it was classed as a secondary contact. We heard that straight from the official. It's only 10 minutes.
Yeah. No, I think there's a bit of a difference. If you ask yourself honestly, there is a bit of a difference between that one and the red card we saw earlier. It's just a subtle footwork there from Donaldson. And when this happens at 100 mile an hour, you're talking fractions of a second.
Yeah, one we've got a swinging arm with a closed fist. The other one, it's an open arm, secondary contact to the head. So that's why they're different. Yeah, cheers, Chris.
How good's that? The referee just explaining to the captain, who's got every right to ask, why wasn't that a red card? And you heard it there. Open hand, and you see it, the arm is out there.
Yeah.
You can see his hands there.
It is different, you know. And Cruz Lehman, sorry, he's right to ask, because there's 13,000 in here that wanted to know the answer to that question as well.
Yeah, here comes the kick then from Reece Martin. This will make it a 10-point advantage. 30 out. Here comes the kick. Again, the Reece chant goes around, headingly. 20 points to 10. And for the next 10 minutes, at least, it's 12 against 12. Welcome to the Super League. Fireworks aplenty.
Yeah.
What a way to start the season on Channel 4.
It's been a real seesaw contest. You score, we score. You get a player sent in the bin, so will we. But I thought it was just smart, intelligent play there from Leeds Rhinos just to take the 2 points from 30 metres out, right in front of the sticks. Just keep ticking that scoreboard over. Of course, with that man down, you're asking Warrington to come up with 2 clear scores to get back into this game.
And of course, as well, we go back to that goal line dropout. It was Briscoe's catch that meant Leeds were on the front foot. That ball bounces, and all of a sudden it's Warrington who are on the front foot.
The finest the margins, Mark, isn't it, this game?
Here come Leeds again.
6 again.
And now they've got another set, and Warrington are imploding at the moment.
Yeah, they're in all sorts at the moment.
Smith gets it away. Alexki crashes forward.
It's getting all too quick.
Another try here for Leeds. And they might think they've got enough, but there's a long, long way to go yet. 2 tries scored in a blink of an eye in the Super League every single week. Here now is Leeming, just hands it off to Reece Martin. Martin is tackled and then gets clattered by Connor Wrench. And now here's Dwyer again. He's on the front foot. He's looking for danger. He had support with him.
Yeah.
And now the ball's come out and it's knocked on.
I didn't need that.
Leeds were ready to play.
Yeah, I just feel for Leeds, and that's always in the game. They're going to chance their arm, promote the ball when they can. But I just think, given the situation, how this game's unfolding, you just need to calm down, get through your set, and just hand the ball over back on Warrington's line.
Great offload, Matautia, and here now come the Wolves. Wrench tackled. This was the offload that was never really on from Dwyer.
We see the rain coming down hard as well now.
Good luck to Adam and co down at pitch side. I'm sure Channel 4 can get them a brolly. Yeah, he was worrying about Australia early on, he will be now. And Leeds are worrying they've just given away a penalty. And that Dwyer offload, again, we talk about changes in the way the game is going, and this is another big change.
But momentum flows, it ebbs and flows throughout the game. And you just felt there after Leeds nudged that penalty over, got all the way down the other end with that set after some good direct carries, that they just needed to stay there, sustain and build more pressure, and they released it with an error, compounded it with a penalty, and it's Warrington's turn to attack.
The rain coming down, the wind blowing, but Leeds leading by 10. Warrington looking to hit back. Up the middle they go. 12 metres out. Tackle made on Cooper. Danny Walker into the action now. Fires it wide to Clark. Clark gets it to Ratchford. They've got numbers. Oh, the ball's on the ground again. That was another knock-on, this time from Wrench. And you have to credit Leeds. They're in the faces of Warrington. And Warrington at the moment are not executing.
Certainly not. Connor Wrench here. He tries the catch and pass skill, and he just can't get it away. He's almost caught in 2 minds. Should have passed. But there, he looks to tuck it back under his wing. And Tom Briscoe straight up and in his face and forces the error. And once again, Warrington Wolves, they come down this end, but deliver nothing.
Just under 27 left here on Channel 4. A start to our coverage. Plenty more Super League to come throughout the season as well. Plenty of action for you to enjoy. Thrills, spills, tries, and we'll be watching Kyle Amos. St Helens in action next week. They go to Hull on Saturday.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that one.
You going to be in the team, or? Am I not allowed to ask?
Well, you can ask, I don't know yet. We'll find out when we get back in on Monday what the plan is. Terrific win on Thursday night for St Helens.
Yeah, it was fantastic. It was there as we beat Catalans. Here now
that's a good line.
That's a good offload from Caesar. Nice pass at the line for Martin. Last one. Leeming has it. Leeming's just going to drill the kick down the line. It's going to stay in the field of play. Ratchford's going to be penned in the corner. Great set from Leeds.
Oh, look at that defence as well. Driving him all the way back. And that's what I was speaking about earlier. Just rolling the ball in behind. You don't have to score every set. And look at the line speed there. Oh, Halecki goes missing. Terrific stuff. The ante's being upped. They're really going after them now.
Who's putting the hand up here?
Oh.
Clark's getting pushed back. 3 tackles. They're 5 off their own line. Huge moments in this match. They come short side. They're looking to counter-attack. Good tackle made. Did the hand touch the line? Reece Martin thought that the Warrington player touched the line. Now the physio's in the way. And this is going to be it. Last tackle. Great defensive set from Leeds.
Look at that. 20 metres made. Needs a good kick pressure here. Switch back inside.
There's a kick down. Oh, it's a dribble kick. And Leeds have got it back. 5 over the halfway line. What a defensive set from Leeds. Brilliant.
Super stuff. And don't underestimate.
Oh, what a tackle! Mataldia came like a steam train, and he didn't miss.
He sure didn't. Knocked Sutcliffe straight off his feet.
Here's Hanley, try scorer.
It's really spicing up now, this contest.
It's a good job the rain's coming down, Carl. I think some of these players could be about to combust. Getting that hot out there. 20 away. Here now is Halecki. Drives it forward. Only knows one way, Nikolai Halecki. And he's 5 out. Last one. Leeds. Numbers loaded left. Surely they've got to go that way. Leaning now. Gets the ball away to Caesar. Bodies in motion. Chance in the corner here. Hanley going for the line. Great defence, Warrington. Charnley with a tackle that keeps Warrington in this game.
Absolutely. An important tackle, it had to be. Hanley steps back inside. He gets past Mataltia slips, sorry. And Charnley's there to mop up. But look where the ball's been turned over again, Mark. Terrific stuff. The Rhinos just keep disciplined.
That's the word, isn't it? Discipline. Don't jump offside, don't go high. Ball up to 15 away from the Warrington line. Warrington now trying to work forward. It is 12 against 12. Another hit. There'll be people watching Super League for the first time at home today. They'll be hiding behind the couch at some of these tackles. Here's Widham. Nice pass to Ratchford. Ratchford net. Brilliant again from Leeds. You wouldn't have known they've been down to 12 since the 16th minute. High kick. Hanley is way back. Catches it on the full. Brings it back to halfway, and again Leeds lead in the territory battle.
Absolutely, yeah, they're just turning the screw, asking Warrington to get through a good set, but they haven't been able to do. They've been kicking from inside their own 40 every time, and that's a big plus for Leeds. Every time they do that, they know they're winning the territory battle, and the longer that goes and continues, well, the more the scoreboard will stay in favour of the Rhinos.
Here come Leeds again, keeping the ball alive. That's Etivano who's back on. He's tackled. 30 out. Here come Leeds again. Smith plays, gets it to Caesar again. They've got bodies in motion. Looping pass, it's a poor one. Caesar would want that one again. Hanley was on the outside of the Warrington defence, but the pass didn't find its target.
Yeah, we just see here on this angle, it just drifts too far forward. And Ash Hanley, he knows he has to outstretch that, and it just goes over into touch. Not the best there from Caesar. He's had a good afternoon though, take nothing away from that. Being involved in a large part of the Rhinos' attack.
10 seconds, let's go. Heads in, get close.
Just over a quarter of this game remaining. 20 points to 10. So Tetevano's come on for Halecki. Warrington just looking a little bit disorganised at the moment, but
Yeah.
I think we've got to show some credit to Leeds because they're squeezing Warrington, aren't they?
Absolutely. This Leeds side, they have much more continuity, I think, amongst the ranks than perhaps what Warrington do. You know, 7 players out. Obviously some new players brought in and a new coach, more importantly, new ideas. It will take time.
Well, this is when they look dangerous, when they move it out to this left-hand side, but Wrench is wrapped up. Walker is being replaced, so they are back to 13 now after the sin bin for Ollie Holmes. So Warrington back to 13. They've got a man advantage with a quarter of this game to go.
And if there's one man who can bring any sort of life back into this Warrington Wolves side, it's that man playing the ball, Darryl Clark. So threatening out of 9.
Well, they're trying to run it again, and again the ball's on the ground. Holmes is going to have to kick it high. It's not the worst kick in the world. Walker's going to come across, catches it, and now he brings it forward. But once again, they're 30 off their own line.
Looks like there's a man down there.
That was a heavy shot on Walker.
Darryl Clark.
Darryl Clark, who's just come on, has cut one. Let's have a look.
Nice play on.
Wow. They've given 6 again here, but Clark's getting treatment, and he looks in a bit of trouble. He's shrugging off the physio.
Just rush onto the field and all.
So Clark, who's just come on, will not want to have to leave. Oh, he's going to have to go off.
Head assessment.
It's a head assessment. They're going to have to go off. So Clark is being stopped here by the physio, and credit to the physio. And the Leeds fans are not happy that play stopped here, but there's a player with a head injury. He's only just come on, so we know there's nothing tactical in this, Carl. This is an absolute catastrophe, really, for Darryl Powell and Warrington.
Yeah, it is. I mentioned earlier just then, sorry, that he could be the man that could provide the catalyst to get them back into this side. And it looks like he just catches a boot or something there, but he's deemed a head knock, and, you know, the physios and doctors, they do right now. Player safety is paramount. They get him off the field, he'll be assessed, and he'll come back.
So for people at home, he's got to go through a series of tests now.
That's
and if
right,
he passes them in 15 minutes, he's allowed to come back onto the field.
Correct, yeah. If he doesn't, then he'll be replaced.
Well, Warrington came from behind here to win 27-26 in 2021. Danny Walker got the vital try, and then George Williams dropped the goal on his debut to win it. It's going to take some magic from somewhere for Warrington here, despite the fact that Leeds are down to 12. Last tackle, Tetavano to Leeming to Caesar. Caesar just dribbles the kick in again, says to Ratchford, you can have it, 2 metres off your own line.
Perfect.
Richard Agar will be purring with the end of these sets.
Absolutely, and it's this, off the back of it, trap them in a corner, hunt them with your defence, attack their attack, and the kick. Oh, it's a beautiful kick. Ratchford almost wanted the touchline to be his friend there, but it was non-forthcoming. And that's a great spin out of the tackle, and Ben Curry goes.
And Curry up to the 30. We saw the angle sideline there. Leeds racing into the tackles, but Curry slipped it. And you get the feeling, if Warrington can get one, this game will go right to the wire here on Channel 4 as Walker kicks. There's no fullback. So that's going to turn Hanley around. So finally, Warrington have got a chance here to pen Leeds in, but that's a great kick return.
Yeah, and if Warrington can respond now and show some effort, energy and urgency, that kick there could be a real game changer in the context of this game.
How difficult is it, first game of the season, Carl? I know you've done a full pre-season, but this is a different level, isn't it, the match intensity here?
Oh, absolutely. You can do all the fitness and conditioning drills as you like, all the wrestle, but until you get into the cold face of it, it's completely different.
Leeds working their way up, Pryor back out there. His try put Leeds 12-4 in front in the first half, and he's back out there again. Good carry there. Tetavano pumping the legs, driving Warrington back.
Go 5.
Ball again down the short side. Leeming, oh, that's a poor one. That's a poor one. It goes out on the full. That means Warrington will get the ball back where he kicked it, and that's probably the first Leeds error.
Yeah, we just see here, he knows as soon as he leaves his fault. Hayden Caesar swings around the back. It's perhaps his ball, or maybe a lack of communication. I'm not so sure. It ends up in the hands of Leeming.
Well, he needed a pinching wedge, and he took a 6-iron. And he drilled it. 6 again here for Warrington. So finally Warrington getting a break. Williams up to halfway. Big moments. To be fair to Warrington, they've had to bring it off their own line for the last 10-15 minutes. They've not conceded any more points.
No, they haven't. They've answered every question since, of course, that early try in the second half from Ash Hanley. But we enter the final quarter of the game now. They are running out of time.
Well, they are, but we keep saying it. It only takes a minute to score a couple of tries. Here's Curry. Here now is Wrench. Wrench caught by the sliding defence. 20 off the line. Curry won't play it. Gets it back in the middle of the field. Here's Widdop. Widdop now. Oh, body's in motion. Was he hit off the ball there? Could there be more cards to come here? Is there more trouble to come here? Was it Pryor with the tackle?
Seen it straight away.
In fact, let's have a look at this. It was Widdop again. It was Pryor. Now the difference here, he had an arm wrapped around him, didn't he?
That's it, yeah. He actually looks like he's going to make the tackle. Does he take him to floor? And that's a good call there as well. I agree with that. That's a different style of tackle from what we've seen from the other fouls, if you like.
It was a tackle rather than a hit, wasn't it?
Yeah, there is a difference.
Yeah, there is. But what it does, it gives Warrington the ball, and they'll start tackle number 1, 10 off the line. Big moments for Daryl Powell's start to his tenure at Warrington, and they're powering their way forward. 2 metres off the line. They have got the man advantage. Remember, Bentley sent from the field. Another 6 again here. Warrington's time is now, and they're moving it out wide, and they're going to score. Second try for Josh Charnley. 249th of his career, and again he strolls over without a hand laid on him. Warrington make the most of Leeds' ill discipline, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Yeah, Josh Charnley's try. Well, it's just blown this game wide open as we enter the final 15 minutes. We'll get to see here the replay. Look at the depth, look at the timing. Everyone's a genuine option. Pass selection, execution. Well, it's all there. Wonderful stuff from Warrington. Everyone an option, and a superb ball. In fact, it's gorgeous from Stephen Ratchford out to Charnley. Everything's on the money, out in front. Wonderful stuff. Game on.
And again, this is a huge kick to come here for Stephen Ratchford. The Warrington fans, and there are plenty of them on that open terrace, they'll be getting wet through here, but they'll be cheering this one over. You can see them there on that western terrace here. Big kick. Ratchford sends the kick towards the post. Has it got the distance? It has. It's a brilliant Stephen Ratchford kick, and Warrington are back within 4.
Yeah, they certainly are. Williams to Rashford, to Charnley, and a call for it. They just have to be a bit more patient when they got a good ball to stay down there, not feel that they have to push and force the pass. And when you do that, you can benefit from it.
The news from the dressing rooms says that Daryl Clark will not be back. He will not be back. So both teams doing it tough. Richie Myler went off early on for Leeds, not returned. Fusatur left at half-time, and now for Warrington, Daryl Clark will miss the last 14 minutes or so of this game. And Warrington now are offloading here. Oh, they've lost it. They've lost it. That comes as a huge relief. And Danny Walker says, why on earth did you pass me that ball?
Yeah, Mike Cooper always looking to promote the ball, and does it so well more often than not. Danny Walker can't quite take it in. And I just think set after points, just get through your set. Kick the ball down the other end of the field. Well, on that time, the chance of their arm, and it doesn't come off for them. They've just been inviting Leeds Rhinos back into their half of the field.
Ball now working its way forward. A reminder to viewers, new ones especially, if we are level at the end of 80 minutes, we play on until we get a winner in golden point extra time, and that is becoming a possibility here with 13 minutes remaining, one score in it, but Leeds back on the attack. Here goes Tetevano. Great carry from him. Leeds will want that comfort blanket of another score. Dwyer moves it now to the Leeds left. Caesar with a step, backs out of one tackle, cuts back to the middle, needed a runner off him, couldn't find one, and gets enveloped by three Warrington defenders right in front of the post. Slow play of the ball, Leeming will drop it back. Here's Martin. Martin now towards the post. Last one, they've loaded bases left, Leeds. Dwyer is looking left, that's where they're going now. Tetevano to Caesar, a host of choices, and he goes to ground with the ball, he hacks it off the floor, and Warrington get the ball back on their own try line.
How did he get that kick away? Well, it's Leeds now who go hunting.
What a start to our coverage here.
Absolutely, this is everything that we wanted here on Channel 4. And one try in it, 10 minutes to go.
There's a twist to come. We've seen enough Super League in our time to know that there's something going to happen somewhere that will turn this game on its head.
You can feel it, you can sense it.
Jason Clark. Remember, Leeds were down to 12 inside 16 minutes. James Bentley sent off, and here come Warrington now, looking to attack. Oh, Connor Edge came up with a great pass for the first Warrington try, but that one went into the south stand down below us.
Yeah, they done everything right. Gareth Widdop sees that they have numbers, and they put it through hands, just simple catch and pass. And that one there, just that final pass, just not needed. Sorry, not what was needed.
Well, Matty Aston can't believe it.
Oh, he throws his arms in the air.
He's the fastest man probably in West Yorkshire this afternoon, and they can't get in the ball. 4-point ball game, just under 11 to go. Leeds will think one more try will give them a winning start to life in Super League.
Absolutely.
I think they'd even take a shot at goal, wouldn't they, if they got a penalty here, just to put them 6 in front.
Yeah, you would have to look for that.
Here now goes Dwyer, gets into Caesar, drops the ball. Great leg from Gannon. Look at the legs going. The young fella brought down 4 away.
Tremendous talent. Gets a quick play of the ball.
Here now they go again. Leeds fancy it. Tetevano, great tackle, last one. Leeds got options left and right. Dwyer gets it away to Leeming. Leeming to try and win it for Leeds. Wrapped up a metre away. And once again, Warrington have defended their own line. Brilliant defence from the Wolves.
Desperate times call for desperate measures. Cruz Leeming. He spots a gap and he tries to go for it himself. Warrington Wolves just shut him down.
How many times have Warrington had to come off their own line? Leeds back in their defence to see them home here. The 8-time Super League champions lead by 4, and Warrington's mettle being tested early on in the season.
Well, they're showing the class today, they really are. You do get a sense that there's something bubbling away at the Rhinos, given the recruitment that they've made, and that's a lovely pass.
It is a lovely pass. Wrench this time goes to ground on halfway. There's holding down. Dwyer just got away with it. Here now is Ratchford. Ratchford gets it away. They've got numbers, Warrington. If Williams can get through the line, he does. Bounces down, can't get the pass away.
Terrific.
Last one here.
Terrific cover tackle there from Bryan. Had to be an all.
Man on the floor, so they're even further down here. Only 11 in the line. Winnup's going to run it. They've got numbers here. Curry, miss out pass to Ashton. Ashton for the corner. Cuts back, gives it to Wrench. Wrench here gets it away. Winup to Walker. Walker running. Oh, he's driven it in himself. He's going to be tackled. Oh, dear Danny Walker.
Yeah, maybe a chance gone missing, but I don't think that's a bad play, actually. Turning the ball over, you only need one try. You have to have a good defensive set here. This could change the game for the Wolves. If they get this right now, and they get Leeds kicking from inside their 30, they'll get another chance. And they've already shown that when they get the good ball attack right, they'll score points. But in this game, all too often, they've come up with an error.
Well, they're a threat on this left edge, aren't they,
Yeah.
Warrington? Definitely.
It's a huge set in the context of the game now.
Leeds with big carries. 8 left here on Channel 4. Welcome to the Super League. Leeds coming forward again. And here now is Caesar's going to go high. So Warrington are going to get this back in good ball if they catch it. Juggle from Matautia. Tackled 25 off his own line. No, he's not. He's up. And he's off again, and Matautia weaves his way in field, and now he's found Ashton, and Ashton almost breaks the line.
Yeah, he was away then, he's gone. Rashford jumps forward. Once again, the Warrington Wolves are just speeding everything up now. They have to keep playing at this intensity.
What a way to start the Channel 4 coverage. We hope you're enjoying it. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. We're back at Hull next week. They take on St Helens, same time, same place. Ball now coming across the field. Here's Holmes, formerly of Castleford. A try would level it up. Maybe we'll need golden point extra time. Who knows? Warrington have got to get the try first, and they're attacking again this left. Here now is Ratchford, short pass to Wrench. Wrench going for it! And Connor Wrench levels things up aheadingly. Ratchford's pass, Wrench is in, and we are all level. Leeds 20, Warrington 20, but the Wolves with a kick to nudge themselves in front.
My word, this game's now flipped on its head. And it's that man there, Connor Wrench. It was his effort earlier on, the very first try of the game. He came try provider, and that was at one end. Well, fast forward, and this time it's at the other end. He's try scorer. Williams to Ratchford. Supplies the pass to Ratchford again. And Wrench, he goes in. Super try.
I'm just going to ask you a question here, Kyle. This pass, this final pass, to the naked eye, did it go forward?
I'm not so sure.
The Leeds fans, this will tell us, the Leeds fans didn't like this.
Oh, it's one of them, it's so difficult. From a naked eye, I thought it was okay. You see it on the screen, and obviously there's so many different angles, it's so difficult. But they won't matter. They don't care. 20 points apiece. Huge kick now.
This is a huge kick.
Yeah. I mentioned before when Danny Walker got tackled, perhaps, Mark, you thought that the chance had gone then, but I knew that if they could up their ante in the defence, they'd get another crack at them.
This is a massive kick. The Warrington fans will tell us here. Ratchford to nudge Warrington in front against 12-man Leeds.
Pressure kick.
Here he comes, right-footed, sends it on its way.
It's good.
The reaction of the Warrington fans says it all. And when he was needed, Ratchford was cool as you like. Leeds now got to chase the game. The Wire fans are loving it. It's Leeds 20, Warrington 22.
And this is what we wanted on Channel 4. Right at the depth with inside 5 minutes to go. Heartbreak for the Rhinos. They put so much effort in. Giving the man-a-man sent off. The constant reshuffle that they've had to deal with. And the Wolves, they've had to be patient and just stay in there.
Well, Leeds have got to stay clean here. They cannot afford to give away a penalty and let Warrington out here. The Wolves now have got the points in their hands, but will they have them at the end of this one?
That's a good carry from Mike Cooper there, just chewing up the meters, rolling his team forward. They know now, just get to the end of this set.
And here's Walker again, good carry from him.
Another easy 10 metres.
They're just rolling Leeds at the moment, aren't they?
And that's all that's needed, Mark.
And here now, again, goes Cooper. And now, here go Warrington, last one. Is this going to go out on the full? No, it's a pinpoint kick, caught by Walker.
And look at the chase. Now the Wolves are hungry.
Now that's a great set on the back of points.
Absolutely. 100 metres up the other end of the field. Given that the try's just been conceded, it just mentally breaks Leeds Rhinos. They've got 3 minutes, possibly 2 to 3 sets more with ball in hand to get something out of this game.
They don't have to panic yet. A penalty would get them a draw, so 3.5 left. Or are they going to push the button and go for it? 22-20. Warrington lead. What a start to the season. Over 14,000 here. And here come Leeds again. Moving it out wide. Offers the dummy, they're over the 40. This is the last one, but Leeds should get Warrington penned in. They're trying everything to get a penalty. Here's Leeming, little chip over the top. Widdop is back, will catch it. Oh, was that high? No, he missed. A swing and a miss, but look where Leeds have turned the ball over. Great set. This one going right to the very end.
Absolutely. Here we go, inside 2 minutes. What a game.
Huge crowd in, as I said, over 14,000 enjoying it, braving the elements here. But what a feast they've had. This has been the game of the round so far, without doubt. Ball up to the 30. Warrington now, maybe 1.5 sets away from victory. Leeds need the ball. Oh, was that a little knock on? The referee had a look at the touch judge there. And forward come Warrington. Well, they've left it late, Darryl Powell's Warrington Wolves. We'll have all the reaction to come, but who will be the winners?
Is this the last throw of the dice for the Rhinos? Will they need to take a risk? It's only a risk if you go on and lose. Briscoe there, trying to move the Warrington Wolves defence around. They've got 4 to go.
Yeah, they have. I need your man of the match in a moment. I might be kind and let you see if Leeds score here, the player of the match. The player of the match. We will find that out in a moment. As forward now come Leeds. Will it be Leeds? Will it be Warrington? Kyle Amor's looking a bit worried here. Caesar goes forward. Ball out wide. Chance for Leeds. Bumps off one defender. Sutcliffe gets it away. Picked up here. They've got a chance if they move it out wide. A looping pass finds Briscoe. Briscoe dances back in field. Keeps it alive. Leeds are not going to die wondering. Pryor with a pass. Gets it to Smith. This is the last one. This is Leeds' last chance, surely, to win it. They're going to that left edge again. No, they've turned it back inside. Was that the wrong option? Crossfield kick for Briscoe. Bats the ball back in. Picked up by Leeds and picked up by Warrington. And Warrington surely now are going to win here at Headingley. And Reg breaks forward. Offloads it and turnover. So Leeds are going to get one last chance. What on earth were Warrington doing? They won the game. And Leeds come back. That's got to be forward. No, says the official. We play on. Oh dear, what did Warrington do? They go to ground, they've won the game.
20 seconds left. It's do or die.
22 points to 20. 12-man leads for over an hour here. Have given it everything. They need a score. This is the last play of the match. This is it. Can Leeds snatch it? Caesar gonna kick the ball over the top. That should be caught by Warrington. And Warrington Wolves will win here at Headingley. What a way to start the season on Channel 4. The reactions in the away end tell you everything. Leeds, who were in front at half-time, but down to 12 men after James Bentley was sent off just 16 minutes into the game. And when they went down to 11 either side of half-time, you thought Leeds were in big trouble, but Hadley put them 18 in front, extended to 20 points to 10 in the second half. But despite Ollie Holmes Simbin, back came Warrington. Charnley and Wrench with a try before Ratchford's late conversion